Hey Mayday, what's up, buddy? I mean, you know you're an entity when a person of the caliber of Mayday shows up twice in the same week. Well, twice in 2 days in a row. It's actually more. It's 3 or 4 times this week. I'm full blown entity status now. Holy crap! Yeah, legendary. I'm playing on the wrong difficulty. I need to be playing on legend. Huh. All right, Jack. We'll do a fly. I have seen a bit of this. As he was putting it together on his stream. If you guys aren't checking out Jack mvpmanatee, he typically streams Monday to Friday about 7:30 a.m. Till about 9:30 or 10 Eastern, give or take. And he's usually doing mostly design stuff. He does do some playthroughs too. But yeah, check him out. He's a really good designer who has yet to get the attention I think he deserves. Hoping to see him in one of the bigger contests soon. I don't think he's gonna be that far away from them, so looking forward to that because I'm looking forward to seeing what he does. He was in the rookie contest in January, got himself a nice little top 5 finish there. And then he was in the first design league, second design league. He's an alternate for National Treasure right now, so he's finishing that up. And yeah, so yeah, check him out. MVP Manatee, most mornings 7:30 he starts, give or take. And if I remember correctly, he was saying this is some rich billionaire's backyard, so that's how he decided to tackle this 10-foot restriction. For just as a reminder, the restrictions or the design elements of this contest: 6 holes, cannot have the elevation change more than 10 feet at any point throughout the entirety of the course, and has to be 2,300 yards long at least. Oh yeah, PNB does not scare, period, Mayday. I don't think it's possible to scare PNB off. She's probably she gives it worse than we do. Oh, you love that first start. So I decided to go down this side because that looked like the angle. So I like the concept. It's an open. Yeah, it's Buddy's. There's Buddy's mansion back there. Let's go have a look at it. Yeah, there's Buddy's mansion. Oh crap! And then he's got his circular parkway, because or parking lot. Sorry, driveway, because that's what rich people do. And then his backyard. Well, he just created 6 holes back here. And he's created it, kind of open concept. And he can kind of play wherever he wants, whenever he wants. He can make 18 holes out of this in theory. A little bit of adventure golf, 18 holes, done. Thanks very much. Okay. So I went over here for the angle. Ooh, I'm glad I did. So we're Dan Green, basically, right? Okay. Who dat? How's it going? Yeesh. Oh, that's a good point, Trail Ducker. Yeah. Sorry, I missed that. I've gotta. Yeah, I've gotta. Act like I've been there, right? Wasn't it? Beautiful. We got 163 greens. Jack's not usually one to get his greens cranked right up. Hey there, Demalius. Planting's interesting, going with the red. I don't mind it. It is very colorful. You forgot the U. So, are we going? Is this looking? Is this like autumn or? I mean, the planting is very good. We know Jack knows how to plant. Hey there, Charlie. Some people might find it to be a bit much. I don't think I'm one of them. Oh, you had to too, didn't you? a sort of kind of B-Ritz. Jack! You know I don't like B-Ritzes. Or anything that even looks close to a B-Ritz. I know it's a maiden. I don't like those either. Oh, oh, oh! Oh, I almost liked it a lot more. That's a maiden. Don't care. I mean, it works, because you've got your hole here. You're going to have one there, one there, one there. Yeah. It's a good par 3 green. Just... Is there a bottom right drop? Oh, God. We have to be that... I don't care. It's a fun green. Seb, did you hear the news, buddy? You're in Ontario, right? You can add B-Ritzes in there too. 2 more weeks of stay-at-home order. They're extending it till June 2nd. Kind of knew that was coming, but it's official. Twizzler has announced it. No, I'm not either. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting used to it, Mayday. At some point we might open. Although today I became eligible for the vaccination. Now I just have to actually get it because demand is massive for it. So we're driving over this green. Okay. Into this area. Christmas? Maybe. But no, it's the hospitals are still struggling, so our cases are down a little bit. No, that's not it, Alec, at all. That would be for public consumption. No, there's something else. And Jerry will know exactly what I'm talking about when he sees my Discord message I sent him. And it's not, I mean, I was just frustrated about something that is completely inconsequential and doesn't mean anything. So. Nothing to worry about. I just wanted to come in with that, I just wanted to come in with how I started out there. I love saying that. All right. Blind shot for second shot for par 5. Don't mind that. Narrow green. Don't mind it. That's a lot of slope. Yeah, me too, Charlie. Sunday at 2 works. I'm guessing that's why people went for the afternoon, because the Euros wouldn't be able to be up. It would be rough for the Euros if it was at midnight on Saturday. Oh, didn't break. I think there's a hole on here. I don't know if he ended up changing it, but there was one that was just hilarious, the green. And I mean, Jack tried 75 times to hit the shot before he actually pulled it off. Ben was in chat too. We were making fun of him. Jack, not Ben. Okay. I mean, this is a quite a unique way to tackle this design element that he was given. Creating an open, you know, backyard kind of thing. It's neat. And I found the only rough on the entire property. There you go, Mayday. You're not giving away anything. They're at Dover this week, right, Scoot? I gotta start. I got something else I need to do. I gotta figure out. Oh, how am I gonna do that now? Because I normally do the NASCAR race on Saturdays. Because it's either Saturday at noon or it's Sunday at 9 p.m. That's too late for me. And I think Indy is Saturday at 9 in the morning, Saturday at 1, maybe Sunday at 9 in the morning. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I mean, if I can actually qualify, that's the first thing. Let's not put the cart out of the horse here. Indy is tricky. Any of you guys are like, well, it's just turn left. You should try it. And doing practice laps at Indy just makes me wonder why anybody would ever want to do that in real life. It is frightening, and I can't get hurt. Was this the one? Yeah. There's a pin down here, and it was like, you have to land it here, and it runs, and he tried it about 100 times before he finally pulled it off. He got stubborn. It was funny. Yeah. Yeah, this was it. Turn left. Well, at Indy, it's turn left at 230, but yeah. And yeah, you keep your foot down, but if you miss your turning point at all, you're dead. Crap. No, F1's not that fast. F1 could go that fast if they wanted to, but they don't set their gearing up to go that fast because there's never a straightaway long enough to get up that quick. So Indy cars go faster in a straight line than F1 cars do right now. That would change if F1 ran an Indy type track, but they won't because that's not F1. But I would imagine there's been an Indy car that's gone 240 before. Yeah, that's right, Scoot. That's right. That's what we were making fun of. There was one. So Indy went to Texas, I think it was. And they ended up not racing it because guys, like the drivers were passing out because of the G-forces, because of how fast they were going when they hit the corners. Because there's so much more banking at Texas. Because Indy's relatively flat. Neat par 5 here. I mean, I like it overall, and I expect to. Jack's a good designer. Like I said, I don't think he gets as much attention as he should, and I'm hoping that changes soon. Oh God, nice swing plane there. All right. Yeah, I mean, all you need to do is look up 1987 Talladega crash to find out why they've got the restrictor plates or whatever they're using now to get the power down, because, oh man, that was scary. Hey there, CR. Okay, who's next? One of the best names in the entirety of the contest. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm not a judge of this. I'm just playing. But That's not 2,300 yards. Just saying. And this is from Why Am I Even Doing This? Love the name. Good question, Mayday. I am hammering away at my options button. 2296. Distance was it? Okay. Anyways, not for me to say. Not my problem. I'm just playing up to the judges to make that decision. Alright, so we've gone for an island. Okay. Oh, we're getting geometric. Uh-oh. I might get a bit triggered. And then right beside where I am. What are these? Little cabana kind of things, or? What do we got going on here? Foxen, how are you now? I will get over nothing, Trail Ducker, and you will like it. Okay. No, I thought that was centerline hazards and choked off fairways, Foxen, but maybe. Oh, okay. Speaking of which, if you want to hit 3-wood, you got to go left of this stuff. If you want to hit drive, you got to go right of that stuff. I'm okay with this bunker. I'm not sure about this cutting in. It seems a bit random. Huh. I wonder how I'd feel if this whole thing just went right out. I don't know. If it went right out to there, that would look maybe a bit weird too, but like a diagonal hazard could potentially work here. Anyways, we'll just blast driver. Oh. No, we'll just lay up a 3-wood. Sand. Okay. Oh, it kicked it farther right than I was expecting. Whoa. Interesting. It's an interesting green shape. Okay. Not sure how I feel about the rough looks okay, I guess. I don't know. Might take me a minute to figure out how I feel about that. Yeah, stay short. Why wouldn't you? Okay. No, I thought well, if only I had the thing up. Minimum 2,300 yards. I don't know. Up to them to figure it out. Like I said, I'm not a judge in this or any kind of anything in it, so doesn't really matter to me. Okay. Someone's gonna have to help me out here. Yeah, you're probably right, Seb. I mean, 4 yards, big deal, right? I'm just stirring the pot of it. I'm trying to figure out what these surfaces are. So I would guess that's fairway. That's the light rough? Doesn't look like light. It looks like fringe. Now that I'm down here, I guess it is. Yeah, the way these textures are going together just aren't working for me. Having this color green for the fairway, then really light colored light rough, and then really dark heavy rough. They should get progressively darker as you have more grass, shouldn't they? And then this bunker just, I get it. I get the idea behind it, but the thing about this hole is it's already 5, almost 9. It's like 580. Where's the pin? Well, it's 586 to the back. Okay. So if I get it, I mean, I've got to hit this thing. To be able to get 3-wood there, I've got to hit this thing about 310, 320. I don't know that you need to protect the driver here. You were saying, Seb? No. It's okay. This is fairway. Just missed. Par 6? Maybe. I mean, 600. Thing is, nowadays, and if we're looking at this as a, like we're scratch players, or like the way we play this game, a lot of we all plus handicaps, whatever, right? And that handicap thing. We're playing it kind of like tour pros would play it. This would be a par 5 for them and almost reachable because 600 yards isn't long anymore. Like, it's not short, but it's not what it used to be. So the problem I have with this hole from a strategic standpoint is there's no reason I wouldn't hit driver here. Hey, Daniel, this isn't going to stop me hitting driver. Because all that would happen if I go in that is I lay up, right? If I lay up a 3-wood, well, I'm laying up anyways. So why wouldn't I take driver out? I understand there's water there, but it didn't really feel like it was that much in play. Why don't I just take driver out, take a crack at it, and then if I'm in the fairway, then I can maybe take a run at the green, and if not, well, then I can't. And I'm laying up anyways. So I'd be laying up either way. But then we've taken it over the bunker. Okay, we've got some room up here. If you hit it like that, it doesn't matter. Cannot blame a designer for hitting a shot like that. It's just miserable. Okay. I mean, I think into the wind, this hole would be, like, into a decent wind, this hole would be a little bit on the boring side because you'd be hitting something in the fairway, something up to 100 yards, and then on the green. And that kind of central cutting into fairway hazard type of thing, I've seen that so much lately that I'm getting a little bit kind of sick of it. And I don't mean this against, why am I even doing this? I don't mean this against you personally. It's just a trend I'm seeing. Of no center hazards or choking fairways or something. As a way to kind of make the hole more difficult. No, I wouldn't. That was a bad shot. That's me. If you hit a red slow, then you know what? You get what you get. It's just the way it is. I don't mind having to hit a good shot there. I didn't hit it. So. Quote from Ben on the first contest. Yeah. It's an interesting name. Okay. How deep is that? 6 feet? Okay. It's a bit aggressively sloped, but it's not so bad. I think there's just about enough room to get up here. Hit a decent shot at least. Oh, I think I might have carried that a hair too far. Okay, so at least it didn't race all the way down there. Yeah, it's okay. I wasn't expecting my shot to carry quite so far, and I got a bit freaked out by that front, so. United fans trying to stop Liverpool players from getting to the stadium. Huh. Well, good to see they're getting along again. Hey, Leecey, what's up, man? Okay. Yeah, so here we go again. Alright, let's look at why it's... Let's see if we can figure out why this is split. Is this the shorter route? 242, and if I go 304 over here... Not 10 yards, maybe? 10 yards closer? You get a better angle here, you can potentially run it on. Here you risk running out of fairway. You bring the water into play. Over 10 yards? No. That's damn it. And I would have been able to get there too. That sucks. Okay. So we just lay up. Now we hit our lob wedge in, which is fine. It's another centerline hazard. Seeing them so often now. And they're just... And okay, so... Apologies to why am I even doing this. This is not directed at you at all. It's just I'm seeing it a lot. It's a general comment. I have a question for chat. In your lifetime playing golf, like real life golf, how many centerline hazards have you seen? Great question, Scoot. 1, okay. Daniel's got 5. Okay, so I can buy that size, especially when you're looking at links over there. So the reason I'm asking that though is I probably would struggle to think of more than about 4 or 5 courses where I've seen that, and I've played golf for 35 years. And when I play this game, I see them all the time. And I think what's happened is, I know Ben's really good at them, but I think what's happened is that some newer designers, or designers as a whole, have seen them be done and have basically decided they need to have one on their course, and not one, multiple. Understood, Charlie? And my argument back to that is there's better ways to do it. That's a good point, South 9. I'll give you that one. Yeah, they do become a bit of, and that's the problem, is there's been so many that they get to a point where, and I've had this conversation about island greens as well. How many island greens can you think of off the top of your head? Like, I've got the 17th at Sawgrass, obviously. I've got 17th at PGA West. Arguably, TPC Scottsdale's par 5, 16, I think it is. 15? 15. Arguably that's an island, but it's a big one. And I guess where I'm going with this is when you start overusing certain types of design features, you take away you take away the specialness of it, if that's a word. And I just think it's something that I'd like to see designers. I think they have a place, don't get me wrong. I don't want that centerline hazards gone forever. I just don't want to see as many. That's all. Like when I play a course that has 6 or 7 of them, like 6 or 7 holes that have them, it gets tiring. And anybody in here who's created a course like that I played recently, I apologize for coming across this way. It's just, there's so many. Awesome, Trail Ducker. And the thing is too, and it's not just centerline hazards. It's also, do they make sense? Because I've seen some great centerline hazards. Yeah, I agree with Mayday. More often than not, it's like, because here's what I think happens. And as somebody who doesn't design, take this with a grain of salt, right? I mean, I don't design, so anyways, I think what kind of happens is people might be like, I need my course to stand out. I need my course to be memorable. I need something. I need something to make people to make my course really cool. And the problem is everybody reverts to the same stuff. And island greens are cool. But they're cool because you almost never see them. Yeah, I did that, Seb. It's on YouTube. It's funny. And it's part of the reason I don't design. I tried it and it sucked. I did 2 episodes of it. Yeah. If you look at my YouTube, I think it's called Beginner Course Design or something like that. Agree with that, Daniel? Yeah. Thing I hate about not using is you really have to work to get angles to matter. It's true, Charlie, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. I agree with Leecey, what he's saying there. I completely agree with Leecey there. I find centerline hazards and cutoff fairways boring. And they piss me off now because I've played so many of them. I love a wide open course where you choose your angles, you choose where you go. And it's not just about can you hit a 15-yard wide side of a fairway that's got a centerline hazard in it. And this is just coming from fatigue of having played a crap ton of courses lately and seeing so many centerline hazards. So this is not directed at anyone in particular. I've just seen so many of them that I'm tapping out on it. I'm like, stop, no more, please. So basically, I guess what I'm saying is they're overused in my opinion. And they're becoming like island greens and waterfalls and the other things that we meme about in here. Okay, Fizzbang, what do we got? And maybe I need to not play quite so many courses all at once going forward. That might be part of it too. Let's see, pro tip, yeah, camber works. Templates or centerline hazard? Oh, that's a good question. You know what I'd really hate, Seb? Is a template with centerline hazards. Now, in fairness, Mayday, this course or this contest, you were really restricted on how much camera you really could have, right? Because you can only do 10 feet. So I think it was a great idea to put that restriction in. I think it really challenged the designer to figure out how are they going to create an interesting course when they can't have lots of elevation change. But overall, yeah, I agree. Hey, there's you. Good entry point. Okay, that makes sense. Who dat? I'll buy that. You guys are allowed to take masks on, off. I'm not even allowed out of the house. Nice. I mean, 10, yeah, I'll give you that too, Seb. 10 feet's bigger than we think it is. Yeah, I agree, Mayday. Breton would be another one. Breton Bay would be another one where he uses all kinds of undulations as his defense. Okay. Sorry, Fizzbang. It's an interesting look. It's a really interesting look. It's a par 5, is it? Okay. That's an American thing, Alec. It's the Center for Disease Control in the States. It's scary how much I know about the States. I don't live there. Ooh. Okay, what do we got going on over here? I think my rant's over. You never know. There might be another one. Okay, so you can't really run it up there. So you just basically have to go right at it if you want to go at it, or you can bail left, just don't miss it right. On a hanging line, no less. Do we need to have this grass that high? Can we lower the grass to the point where we can see the green and still have the same effect, I wonder? Yeah, totally, Mayday. And I think that's what the whole point of this contest was to encourage people to learn microsculpting, because we know that that's something that often newer designers will struggle with. So I think it's a great idea of a contest. It was a great idea. Okay, nice par 5. I get what we're doing with the grass. I just don't know if it needs to be quite as high. Or maybe I need to be on the left of the fairway so I can see the green. That could be too. Yep, totally. Great cattails. Yeah, I get you, Seb. Okay, just saying, I'm wondering if it was possible to have that same look, but we could still see where we're going. Because we're kind of blocked here too. Like, kind of blind, sorry. I'd love to be able to see all the water all the way around. I mean, this is an island green that isn't, it's kind of, like, it's an island, but it's not, kind of not at the same time, and it seems to fit the environment. So this one I like. Well, if that breaks, no. Whoa. Oh, it's front to back. Okay. So first thing, I'm glad that's not red where I am. Otherwise, it'd be halfway down to the marsh. But the issue with front to back, I find, is it's a front pin is almost impossible to keep it near. But you do get an uphill putt. So there's that. You gotta be careful with the front to back slope. But it can be, when done well, it can be a really cool test because it's hard to figure out where to land it. Yeah, Daniel. Well, I mean, the thing is when you take away a person, like a good chunk of a person's toolbox, then you find out what else they have in it. And some people have opted to go with a bunch of water, which can be fine. I mean, this is a marsh. We've created a golf course in a marsh. Cool. I'm not sure driver makes a whole lot of sense here. But then 3-wood's not exactly walking. Oh, no, I'm gonna hit driver. It's wider up there, and as long as I get over this, I'm fine. Okay. All right. Green's designed for probably a, well, short something. Iron or... So in that case, I can handle not having any helping slopes because we're flying it right there. Yeah, that's a good point, dude. They should be soft. I hadn't even thought of that. That's a great point you've just made. Yeah, you're gonna be chewed to pieces. I don't like driver being taken out of my hand, but I equally don't like being forced to hit it. Now, at the same time, you would hit driver on a 470-yard hole pretty much always. But... Oh, sorry, Trail Ducker. Hang on, wait a minute. I'm over it. Yeah, it is. Do or die. And so one, and here's a good, this is a question too, and this is not me ranting. This is more just a genuine question. At what point are we going to be able to say, well, the game, like how long until we get away from the fact that, well, this was probably created when the red fast was a thing, and now that it's not, that carry isn't as easy as it used to be. Because it used to be when you'd red fast your driver, I would never have thought about trying to carry that. I would just drill it right over without even thinking twice. Now, I red fast and I'm wet. Hey, Nitro. Oh, that's harsh. Okay, coming at it from here. So, first of all, part of that's on me for just not checking the... Part of that's on me for not checking the green and seeing that that's there. But we've got 470 yards isn't long anymore. Indigestion, how's it going? But it's a forced driver with a forced carry of, well, to carry this was like 245. Carry that's more on the neighborhood of 270. And then the green has a pretty good size ridge. What, 15 feet right of the hole? And then a fall off on the left. I think we could have done with one of those elements not being present. It feels a bit harsh that I'm 40 feet away with that shot. Yeah, and so from a judging aspect, I mean, in doing the design syndicate, I'm struggling at times because I'm trying to figure out, was this hole created with the red fast in mind, or because I'm sure most of it was created during that time, right? And the game changed so much. Something that Victory and I are gonna have to figure out is how we're gonna deal with that, I guess. World Cup was even more difficult because the first round happened before the nerf, right? And then between that and the second round, that's when the change happened. So Shaderivenmyst is here. Oh, hey, how's it going, man? Missed you. This is a neat look. I like that bunker up front. I like the lighting of this place. I mean, the environment he's created is really cool. Just going marsh. I like it. Yeah, exactly. Seb just said kind of what I was saying. I caught a slope there. Okay, cool. To do whatever necessary to mitigate the nurse effect. Oh, fair enough, yeah. Hey, Maddie. Hadn't thought of doing that. Okay. Okay. There's a bit to unpack here. So if we want to go to this, it's easy to carry it there. A really good drive is going to leave me 270. No thanks. A really good drive here is going to leave me 270. I get a much better angle going left. Because I think I might be able to run it on. Although maybe not. I don't know. I don't know if I don't know if you gain enough going here to make it worth having water on both sides of the fairway. Okay, just about missed it. And then, yeah, see, I can just go right up the throat from here. So I don't understand that the left fairway. Unless it's basically that's what the marshland gave him. Like if he's basically saying, well, that's, yeah, I don't know. It's a curious idea. I'm not sure it quite worked. And then this high grass is a bit much. Although, could Jerry get a mower in there? No. So I guess it would grow pretty good. All right. I mean, this is a creative course. There's no way around that. And I think he's tried some stuff here, and I think this is absolutely the place to try it. Has it worked? I don't know. In some places, I'd say, yeah, it's worked pretty well. And in others, maybe not quite. At least this hole, we've been given an opportunity. How am I always short? we've been given an opportunity to have a fairly reasonable drive, so started with a 5, ended with a 5. So 5, 3, 4, 4, 3, 5. That's funny. Completely inconsequential. I don't care the order of the pars, but hey there, AZ. Hey. It was interesting. Definitely not boring. Now, I've been complaining about boring lately, so now we've got phannigan. Just fun to say phannigan. I'm gonna go with red tees. Oh, Maddie, there has been a potential controversy unveiled or revealed. Sorry. There is a course in this contest that measures 2,296 yards. As the Lord and Savior of this contest, it's gonna be up to you. What's this? That's a no. Any good ones? Yeah. So here's the thing I take out of this, right? The contests like this sound like hazard, but lots of room. So this I'm not as upset about. And okay, this I'm getting a little bit more excited about because I get to pick angles and stuff. Sorry. One of the things I really have been seeing is that designers are just getting so much better, so much quicker, that a course that 6 months ago I would have thought was pretty decent, now I'm kind of like, it's not that great. Have I managed to hit the centerline hazard when I had 100 yards to miss it? Yep, I sure have. Jobs, how's it going? Takes talent. It takes talent to do that. You have the entire world and a little bunker in the middle. I think the fairways are perfect. To be honest, I think I like firm fairways. I like when balls roll. I like the ground. What the hell is going on here? Weird. Tell you what, that sand wasn't too firm. Okay, we'll shake that one off. Yeah, see, we're going... Going left gives me a better angle at the pin. It also makes it shorter. Let's do that. But it's also the narrower one, so that makes sense. So it's a pretty well executed centerline hazard. It's just it's another one. Like Taylor Swift. I have no idea what's going on with Taylor Swift. Oh, Shake It Off? Oh, yeah. I do like how the fairways are angled into the bunkers. One might even say cambered into them. And I like how it's fairway all the way around them, too. Well, that's a nice bounce back after 5 or 7 or 10 shots in the bunker, whatever the hell it was. Mayday. Yeah, exactly. Okay. See, this is a really cool minimalistic golf course, in my opinion. Except for that one bunker. It's just me not knowing how to play, I guess. Huh. So that's a long par 3 where we've been given ample room. And it looks like the kind of green site you'd expect to see a volcano green, but it isn't. It is a kind... Well, actually, no, there's water over that way too, so I guess it could flow either way. Yeah, plantings... It does look a little bare. I'll give it that. But it does play really well, and it's something that... Yeah, okay, hang on. Like this planting here is a little bit patchy. And I'm not sure that he's used the best plants. But I mean, here's a hole where, okay, we've pinch driver because that's what we do now. But the 3 wood is has got so much room. The driver's actually not that, it's not that narrow. And the green will accept a long shot. The 3 would, it's going to leave me about 180 probably. I don't want that. Mix of plants. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I would argue that this designer, and again, I'm not sure who, I don't know this person's courses. Their planting is probably not their strength, sorry. But I like the bunkers a lot. I like the open concept of this place. And the planting can be worked on. This challenge so far put most courses into a pretty good but not amazing category compared to last. I feel like this compared to last was tougher to stand out given the parameters, which I think makes for a great contest. Oh, that's a great question, Zio. Back to work, so you're asking the question, then you're not around for the answer. I don't know about that. I've played too many courses lately. That's part of the problem. There's been some really good ones. But it's definitely been challenging. It's looked to be challenging. Hey, Lucas. It has been interesting to see how people have tackled not really being able to have much land movement. The first playthroughs, which was last week now. That's the other thing. I played the first one last week, so there was a lot of template design. And then Tuesday, not really, I don't remember. Yeah, it's a bit sparse. Yeah, the third contest is going to be probably a bit on the tough side for a lot of people. But that's the whole point, right? Is to challenge designers out of their comfort zone. And that's really how people get better, is by doing things they're not comfortable doing. So there, Erwin. I agree completely, Erwin. Particularly with strategy design being the tougher for most designers. Yeah, 100% agree with that. And that's where the really great design, like strategists, stand out, because it is so hard. And the thing is it's easy for me to sit here and play and go, that doesn't make sense, and I'm not sure why they've done this, and da 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 da. It's a totally different proposition to then actually go into the designer and do it. Okay. Cellophane on the hole. Yeah, and I see that a lot, Erwin. I don't know if you were here for the big rant, but the most common one lately has been the centerline hazard or the split choked fairway. I'm seeing that a lot, and it does get boring. That's interesting, Phannigan. A little more planting, like spruce the place up a bit, but you're onto something with the course. Onto something for sure. Now, it's important that, I mean, I am biased towards wide fairways, and room and width and angles and all of that kind of thing. So I'm always going to prefer a course that has wider fairways over a narrow fairway course. But I can appreciate a course with narrow fairways, like Pat's, because that was the course. It was like an Oakmont winged foot kind of deal. For me, it's more when a course is just narrow or just artificially narrowed. That's when I struggle. That's a great idea, Slotty. There's some wonderful strategy going on there. I think the siren would have sounded by now. it's there's I mean, it looks like there's a tornado coming. Okay. I'm not loving these trees, particularly this one right here, or those ones actually. And the lighting seems really bright, which is odd given that it's black in the distance. Oh, it's high. It's high. It's probably noon lighting, isn't it? Hey, Forrest. Okay, so we've got some unintentional blindness here, which is really unfortunate given that we've got a water hazard in the way. Fizz? No, this is Tomb. Okay, I haven't flown around a couple, but this is triggering me. Where the hell is the sun? Okay. All right. I'm untriggered. Yeah, we need to be able to see the water, and this is a bit jagged, just a little bit kind of. A little bit kind of sloppy, I guess I would say. There you go, shaderivenmyst. And then our second shots, and it's sculpting right here, just smoothing that we need to do. That's an interesting green shape. Kind of looks like a baseball stadium. Hey, bada swing, bada. This is a design I just have never gotten on board with. This design feature in a green. I'm sure there's a name for it. I'm sure you guys are gonna tell me what it is. I just don't like it. I just have never gotten on board with that. Well, I know what a hogsback is, but I thought like that kind of one on a green would be dead giraffe. Okay, that's more what I was thinking. Oh. That thing snapped off on me. It's a bit weird that we've got this super dark, it looks like the storm from hell is coming, but above us it's clear, like the sun's out, and it's literally all the way around that black I was expecting there to be clearing somewhere, kind of there, I guess, but all right. Okay. Two might be in my ballpark where he's not really designed much and just starting out. And I mean, I quit, so not quite the same, but it's pretty basic what we got going on here. Which is fine. Does it make you want to play fast? Oh, because of the weather? Yeah. Yeah, I want to get the hell out of here. Before I get killed by whatever that storm is that's coming in. Yeah, and it could be a limitation of the designer. It just looks weird as all. Like you just see black death basically surrounding you, but then you look up and it's clear. It's a bit weird. I think the lighting needs to be lowered a bit, probably behind where all that black stuff is, so it wouldn't work too well, but it would make these colors look a little bit better. Right now they look a little arcade-ish. And that's just high noon lighting does that, or close to high noon lighting. It's not exactly high noon lighting, but it's close. Is the plot raised a bunch? Oh, maybe. Not really. Yeah, this does. And then, so again, we're in blind tee shot where we can't see the fairway. There's no bunkers. There's no, I don't want to be harsh, but it kind of looks like there's auto-generated trees and we've just sculpted fairways in between them. And that's not going to get the job done when you're going against the designers that are in any contest in TGC Tours. Because they're very, very good. Yeah, they are. I mean, you guys that have been in the designer will know this better than I. It looks like when you go to the beginning and then you set how many trees you want, and then he's just kind of fit the holes in between them. Oh, and now we got our lake. I was wondering when the lake would come in. Okay, so no, we can't. No, so it's just a significant dog leg, which we can't do anything about. Sunken trees is, oh yeah, okay, yeah. I haven't seen those yet. Let me look for that. It just, again, it's gonna sound harsh. It just doesn't look like a whole lot of effort's been put into the course. And what I mean by that is relative to what good designers put into their courses. I'm sure this took a good few hours. And I'm sure Tomb would be like, well, I did put some effort into it. And that's not my issue, Scoot. It's just that's kind of all there is. Right? And I agree. It's easier to do that. But then there's just, other than this water here, and this hole isn't great either. Unfortunately, strategy-wise, it's just... It's just a long, acute dog leg. Yeah, it's just kind of... And I think that's when you mentioned that there's just not much going on. Yeah, I played it. You were up first, Jack. When there's not really any strategy and it's just literally hammer it down the fairway, knock it on the green, can you make a putt? So there's just we need some more reps here. Is what it comes down to. And we need to get a bit more adventurous. We need to try some things. Detailed planning you see from playing areas shouldn't be auto-gen, pretty much. Okay, that's Nitro. Yeah, it'll be on YouTube tomorrow. He's a new designer. That makes sense. Cool. So we just need reps. That's all it is. Okay. And that's where I said it when I said it looked like there hadn't been a huge amount of effort into it. I was like, I'm sure there has been. It just, because of what other people are able to create, it kind of looks like there hasn't. Which is a bit harsh, but people are really good at designing in this game. But give him some time, and we'll see where he is. Oh, shoot. This is Crio. Yeah, need some seat time. Oh, hey, Tomb. Yeah. You know what I would like to see you do, Tomb? And this is going to go completely counter what I normally say. Which is... I'm going to contradict myself, sorry. I'd love to see you get a little bit more adventurous with some bunkering and trying to create some strategy. And even if it's a complete flop, you've shown you can do kind of safe. Now try to do something really interesting. I think that'd be cool. Okay. So we're going with randomly placed pot bunkers everywhere. Okay. That we can't see. So it's basically we're playing Plinko out here. It's going to be all about luck. Yeah, this is like, remember when Axel had that tweet about the wartime rules? I think that's what this is. This was the course he found the sign from. But there's a hell of a lot of movement in the green. Wow. No, there weren't McTrees. I looked. It was, so yeah, you see here. They're all just scattered randomly, seemingly randomly at least, where the driver goes. I don't like being critical, but this is completely random. And then it's hard to see the difference between the fairway and the green because it's kind of bright. They're very similar in shades. You are not, Axel. Yeah, I agree, Nitro. It just, and the thing is, from the tee, you just see just expanse of land, and you don't really have anything to kind of go by. But I mean, this is kind of a links, but I understand links courses do seem to have kind of randomly put pots out there, but they're not as random as you think. There's actually a method to behind the pots being put where they are. This is just, it's totally random where you end up. Yeah, the green sculpting's good. I like the green sculpting. So it's not like this isn't a guy who's just been like, ah, screw it, I'll just throw a whole bunch of bunkers. There's my course. See ya. He's put some thought into this. It's just, I don't think the bunkering works. And because I hit the rough here, I didn't get this slope to help me. So this isn't going to be much fun. But it put a premium on me landing on the green and not the rough. So, fair enough. 183? Wow, that's quick. Oh, that did break. Well, you love a 3-putt par. You love a 3-putt par, don't you? Yeah, this is just... It's just not fun. Unfortunately. Yes and no, Nitro. The thing for me, I'm struggling to see the difference between them at times. But I get where you're coming from. Maybe it's just the shade that he's chosen in the first place. It's just, I'm finding it bright. Maybe that's the issue. Yeah, the pods aren't too bad. It's more the placement of them. It's just how they're just ran. Like, it really genuinely feels like it's... Yeah, that could have worked. Or different like a little bit darker textures, possibly. See, this bunker here makes all the sense in the world to me. That's protecting this area right here. I love that. And... yeah. I mean, I think the pots are pretty well done. We're using the water here. Makes sense, we're by the sea. Uh-oh. That's close. Yeah, okay, there we go, Nitro. There's something, I knew it. This look is cool. But again, this design league is exactly for doing this kind of thing, is for trying stuff. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We can kind of see pots here. But yeah, it's just... I guess I can go over here and make sure I missed them all. Yeah, French could do it. I think maybe the other thing is that it's just so empty. The entire plot, like even outside of the course. That it just makes it hard to kind of have anything to kind of go off of. But I think that's what you were going for, so... Good question, South9. Why did I want... There was a hole in particular I was trying to figure out which was which. I'm trying to figure out why now. Like if this is a links course, then the fairway and the green are going to be pretty similar anyway. So I get where you're coming from. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's something to be careful with, CR. I've seen a bit of that lately where people are like, well, but it's meant to play in this wind. You can't let the wind determine how the course, like the wind can't be the thing that makes the course play right, because you don't have control over the wind. And you wouldn't in real life either. You have a prevailing wind. Like this time of year here, the wind is typically from the southwest-ish. Definitely from the west, but as we go later in summer, it kind of comes a little bit more from the southwest and more from the northwest in the winter. But it doesn't always do that. Sometimes it comes from the east. Or sometimes it comes directly from the south. So then, what does your course play like then? It's a bit more advanced when you're starting to think about that kind of stuff. But yeah, somebody said on to the next one. Absolutely. Good on you for getting into this, putting yourself out there, exposing yourself to criticism. I know how hard that is. Good job. And next time you'll do something different, and you'll learn from this, and you'll do more, and you'll keep doing it, and you'll be good, and eventually you'll be good. So I'm glad anybody has entered this contest, whether I agree with the decisions they made with their course or not. I'm glad they're in it, because they'll never learn if they don't. And I want everybody to make awesome golf courses. And it's totally selfish, because then I get to play awesome golf courses. So, I appreciate that, CR. I appreciate that people want me to play them, to be totally honest with you. It still surprises me that people care what I think. Yeah, I don't. And that's just me being me. There's a bit of a self-confidence issue I have. Yeah, I agree with Nitro there. The framing was difficult, but okay. Who we got now? Leecey. Leecey. We know Leecey. Where's the sun? Oh, bit high. But no, it's working. And then what we got? Ooh. Ooh. Nice deck there. Okay, cool. Is this South Yara? It's got some vibes of it, doesn't it? I think I could have used better designing. Oh, yeah, that's fair enough, CR. I mean, pot bunkers are a gigantic pain to create from what I've heard. This does have South Yara vibes, you're absolutely right. Oops. Oh, I got a bounce, though. I don't know if it's the lighting or the textures, or there's something about this. It's like my monitor's not set right. I don't know what that is that's causing me to see that. Maybe the lighting's a bit higher than I would like to see it. Maybe that's what it is. I think if the lighting was a bit lower, then the kind of the richness of the colors would come out better. It's looking that way, CR. That thing went nowhere. Yeah, Nitro, and when you figure that Ben put 300 hours into South Yara, I mean, that should tell you something. I know Ben's meticulous, but my goodness. Okay. My first thought was, whoa, that's harsh. But no, I see the play now. So we've got some ground game here. We land here, we run over. Okay. You know, it'd be awesome if I had a club for that. Yeah, I can't put my finger on it, who dat. There's something about it that's just a little... What kind of lighting we got here, Leecey? It's like the way I would describe it is it's like there's a filter of some kind. And that just could be my old crappy eyes. I don't know. Because I don't dislike it. It just it doesn't look the way I'm expecting it to. It's a really cool environment. Oh, the center line's for 3-wood. Interesting. So now I'm wondering why you don't want you're trying to trick me into hitting a driver here. Why? Hmm. Camber in front pushing me right. Yeah. I think he's just trying to make me hit a pitch and he knows I can't hit them. Oh, hey, Petro. What's up? Nah. Still can't hit a pitch. Pretty high. Okay. I think that's what it is then. I think that's what I'm seeing. I think I've discovered that I'm a big fan of the low lighting. That's what it is. Okay, 3-shot par 5. Okay. Second shot where we need to be interesting. So I like the drive is fairly, excuse me, uneventful because we need the second shot to be the interesting one. And the second shot, we've got all these bunkers on the right. We can lay back here to about 140-ish, maybe 130. We can hit 3-wood up here to pitch distance again. Spot on. What did I say? I like to know what I said that was spot on because it very rarely happens. I'm gonna hit a 3-iron here because I want a full wedge. Yeah, I definitely want a full wedge now I see this. Your green sights I think are really good. You've got greens running into bunkers, which you would definitely expect to see on a sandbelt course. Oh, I didn't even push the stick forward. No, it's a pain. I think it would look better if you attach the fairway to the bunkers. I agree with Nitro there. Oh, that almost went in. No, that's not what I want, Scoot. I just want a full wedge. I want to hit a full wedge in, although it didn't do me any damn good, did it? Yeah, the framing's really good. The way these bunkers are framing the green. The environment's really good. I think the slopes make sense. An argument could be made, and I'm not suggesting this should be done necessarily, but an argument could be made. My understanding of sandbelt courses is that the greens are like friggin' greased lightning. So an argument could be made that we should have these things all the way to 187, but you would never want to publish at that speed. And South Yara didn't either. And playing that course on 187 was an adventure. But yeah, 175 is probably about right. And then you can crank them up if you want to, but you're not forced to. And so yeah, here we go. So now we have this huge fairway, but it's not as simple as just blasting it down the middle of it. If I'm on the left side of the fairway, I'm coming at it from this direction. I'm going to have to deal with this ridge, right? If I come at it from this direction, I can kind of almost miss this ridge, and it kind of almost becomes a helping ridge. If I'm coming at it from this direction and I push it, that bunker is just waiting for me. Whereas here, I'm kind of playing not so much away from that bunker, but not... I mean, this way I'm coming more at it. So that's subtle. It's very subtle that the angle matters that much. And then I've just hit the wrong one. And geez, that didn't go anywhere either. And that was only a gray fast. What's going on? So now I should be able to lay this back. Or land this, didn't mean lay it back. Land this a bit shorter. Ah, and I missed it. Damn. Yeah. I'm just seeing that myself, CR. And now this putt is tricky because I missed the ridge. So I didn't hit the drive I wanted to. Maybe. Anyways, I didn't hit the drive I wanted to. So I didn't have the angle that I wanted. And then I didn't hit the second shot that I wanted to. So I had a tough putt. But there was room to still make par. Very cool. Very cool. That last hole is what I like to see in golf design. Subtle, like, I don't like the do or die, except on occasion. I do like the every now and then you really have to nut up and hit a great shot, carry something. But not all the time. I like subtle little, you know, you're on this side of the fairway, you get to have this. You're on that side of the fairway, it brings this more into play, and kind of thing a lot of people won't even pick up on. I love that. So that's a great effort, Leecey. Kudos for taking on Sandbelt, by the way. That's some big boy stuff. I should be giving CR kudos for taking on Lynx too, because that's also big boy stuff. Okay. No, not there, you dummy. Arsenal were bad? That's hard to believe. Okay, obsoletexeo. Trying to figure out what I think right now. I love that there's what I assume to be a clubhouse, and there's like nothing anywhere around it. It's not a criticism at all. I just think it looks funny. There's like, you bring your plane in and land in this grass. That's what you do. Oh, anyways. Okay. A beefy opener. Oh, I saw that, Nitro. That was bad. Okay. Good size green for the hole. It's something about the fairway texture that's just I'm not quite figuring out yet. Oof. And it's not that the lighting's too high, because look at the length of my shadow. Oh, good God. Are Chelsea basically safe for Champions League next week, or did that matter, or next year? Or did that game matter? Okay, pinching off driver here. You're always hitting driver though. It's a par 5. There's not really any danger. Okay. To be honest, not the most interesting par 5 in the world, but perfectly functional. Pin might be a bit close to that ridge. Pulled it, so that's going. Oh. Okay, that would take the frosting off your flakes then. Especially given that Arsenal's not really playing for anything right now. So Liverpool could still get in there? That's wild. I thought they were done. Oh, Leicester's easy. We took care of them 4-2. And we were feeling nice at the end, so we gave them 2 goals after we went up 4-0. Okay. Appreciated that backstop. Massive, massive green. Okay. Yeah, I knew West Ham had a chance. I thought Liverpool basically had to run the table to. Okay, looks better from this direction. I thought Liverpool basically had to run the table to get in. Okay, so there's the red or the gray fast. I must have had 3-wood on that one hole because that went just fine. Okay, pretty beat. It was like 480, wasn't it? So good long green. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. I mean, it could be worse, Nitro. I mean, you could be battling for relegation every year, or battling against relegation. Hell, you could be our fierce rivals who are in the playoff in League One trying to get up to the championship. I almost feel bad for them. I feel like this course needs a little something. And it wasn't a bunker. Okay, you know what? I always complain about there not being any interest in a second shot. Here's some. So we've cut this fairway off so you can't just smash it down there. If you hit it in the rough, you got to hit it. I mean, if you're in the fairway, you can hit 3-wood over that and run it on. You've given room to do that. But if you're not on the fairway, you can't. Oh, it went this far? Damn, I wasn't expecting that. That's light rough. That's okay. Hey there, Q. How's it going, man? I like this planting right here. Something like, see, it'd be something to that effect, Graham, Axel. I like the look of this. He's trying to trick me into hitting driver too. Let's see. Although, with that angle... Okay, how far is it to the pin from that bunker? Oh, it's still 125. But over here, it's 101. Nah, we'll try it. Kick right. Just go there. Great. Yeah, this is starting to get on board with the shading. At first, I wasn't so sure. Yeah, it's a good solid golf course. It got more interesting as we went along. It was almost like I was like, this feels like it needs something, and then there it was. Cool. Cool. Right. Thank you. All right. Scottiewalnuts. If I remember, Scotty Walnuts is a good Canadian boy. Okay. Got a lake with some like kind of canal type creek river things running around. Okay. Let's give her a whirl. It looks pretty cool from right here. No problem, Zio. Always have fun, man. There have been many of them, Tan Man. That's how they're going. To think I'm going to get through 38 of them in 3 days. Yeah. That wasn't just this contest though, dude. That's just something I've been seeing a lot everywhere. Yeah, you hang your head. That was pathetic. Yeah, rocks, geometric shapes, interior OB. I think there's something else. Right. Houses or fields that aren't OB. Yeah, that's a good one. It's a cool look. Fully spun 9 irons that don't spin. Oh, I like the drop off at the back too. For the length of the hole. I like we've got drop offs on the fairway. Ah. You know a little something about OB Nitro? Oh, come on back. Oh. We're gonna miss this. Something else I've been seeing a lot of is fairway straight to heavy rough. I don't know, I'm not, and that's not necessarily a peeve of mine, it's just I'm seeing it a lot. Okay, hang on. 486 par 4. Here's my question. Do we need that creek in front of the green on a hole this length? Oh my god, that came out like a damn Scud missile. No, you're right, Scoop. Although that fairway was wider than I made it look. Yeah, I've been noticing that Q. Just it's not happening anymore. Um yeah, I'm a little confused. So The farther left you can go, yeah, it won't be the last either. The farther left you can go, the better your angle is going to be to this pin, but the fairway is so narrow here. Am I better just hitting a 3-wood here? I agree with that totally, South 9, but the ball just flies out of there. Maddie? And we barely had enough room to even hit a 3-wood. Like, to get it to the fairway. Not loving this hole because I just don't like how narrow the driver was, and kind of felt like it almost got forced on me because three wood almost didn't make it to the fairway. And then the green, no, I'm not liking that. The green consists of one big ridge. Okay. Centerline hazard. Not a fan of trees and bunkers, but that's not new. But this I like the option we're getting here. Going left is definitely the better angle. Going right, you have to try to miss that fairway. Now the question becomes, is this hole short enough that it doesn't really matter about the... Yeah, I think it is. I think that hole's short enough. I think this hole short is short enough that it almost doesn't matter about angle. Hey there, indigestion. Because I've got 113 in. So it's a bit unfortunate that he's put that work into creating that center hazard, and we just basically made it redundant. Because the angle doesn't matter. It's a good idea, though. Again, we're wide open here. Where are we going? Oh, okay. Can I find a shortcut? Yeah. The red slow has been nerfed, boys. It's every bit as bad as the red fast. Yeah. There's just some weird angles in some places, Scoot, that just don't quite look right. Oh, say no to willows, please. See, the issue with this hole is it's a 3-shot par 5 that is just boring. Drive, layup, wedge. The fact that the creek cuts in here adds a little bit to it, but you still have all the room and humanity here. And when you're hitting a wedge, again, it just doesn't really matter what your angle is. Second shot needs to be interesting, absolutely. And it's just not. This course had a couple good ideas. The last hole, it's unfortunate that that was the last hole. Kind of, it ended on a bit of a whimper. Yeah. Some good ideas there. I would love to see him explore a bit more. Because I think there's something in there. Just needs a bit more. What, Man United? Who gives a rat's behind about Man United course design? Man United can get bent. I hate Man United. It's their fault Newcastle doesn't have a Premier League title. Oh, they're more than an entity, dude. they're yeah, they're just whoa. This has some potential. Kind of interesting how I'm all silhouetted out there, but that's fine. It's bringing out the colors of this really nicely. Huh. Centerline hazard, of course. Right about where driver would roll to. On a nigh on 600-yard hole. Well, let's try to miss it, I guess. Yeah, exactly, Seb. Okay, we've missed it. We can get there. Okay. So we just have to really hit a good shot here to have a chance to get there in two. I can handle that. I'm going to aim this at the bunker and hope that this slope kicks it. Red slope. Yeah. I I like the look of it. I like the hole for the most part. I'm so over centerline hazards. I'm just so done with them. I'm done with hitting putts like that too, but that was one where it was just miss the bunker and you can get there in two. It wasn't really a rhyme or reason going one way or the other that I could see. I might be getting tired though. Hey, Adam. That's a good question, Trail Ducker, actually. Yeah, I've been seeing that too, Q, and I'm not even a reviewer, so I can only imagine how many you're seeing. No, you know how to do them, Nitro. That's a thing. That's not a flat tee. Just as an observation. That's not a golf shot either. Okay. It's a shame that I hit such a poor shot on what looks like it could be a pretty cool hole. Oh, I'm done with Newcastle too. They're my team. I just don't watch them anymore. Centerline Hazard. And then a bunker over here, so... Oh, I don't like this. Oh, I don't like this. Here's what I don't like. Here's our angle. That's the angle we'd want to have, right? That's true, Nitro. That would be worse. They're playing Lincoln, I think it is. But then you have this bunker here too, which forces me back here if I want my... which I guess... If I want the angle... But how long is that shot? It's not that bad. Scotty, how you doing? I think I just played your course. I just don't like this being completely taken away. And after all of that, the shot's probably short enough that the angle doesn't matter. Now for myself a pitch, even better. The idea's there, I'm just not loving the execution, is what it comes down to. Sorry, Rob. But that's awesome. Although, hey, that red slow wasn't killed quite as much with the pitch. Oh, yeah, the Jays. The Jays still playing Atlanta? With rough or... Oh, I see. You're asking a question. We already did this hole. Like, this is just a shorter version of it, obviously, but... We already played the kind of sort of island par 4, or par 3. Maddie, I just feel they're overused right now. I think that's what it's come down to. It's... Yeah, tees need to be a bit flatter. It just seems like everyone and their brothers is like, oh, well, we need centerline hazards on every hole. And I'm frustrated by it because I've seen so many. Well, I don't mind this one as much because I had to sneak it down the left to try to get on in 2 and I screwed it up, so it's fine. Breton has 0. I know, Breton uses undulations to defend itself. I like that. It's 2, yeah. And I don't remember I don't really remember them. But I don't remember I remember part of the course, but that was a while ago now. I've played so many since. Thing is, you guys know what you're doing, right? And when you guys create centerline hazards, there's a distinct purpose to them. This one here makes no sense to me at all. I mean, whether I hit it in there or not, it doesn't matter. I'm not getting to the green, so... What difference does it make? Like, and now we're being forced to lay up. Way lay up. I don't agree, Tan Man. I would have put the ball in the exact same place either way. It's kind of there for the point of being there. That's it. I would have just hit a longer club to the exact same spot. Because there's no, I mean, a centerline. So for me, a centerline hazard offers options. One of which is harder to hit, but gives you a better second next shot. The other one, which is easy to hit, but not as good of a second shot. So it's just not, yeah. And then I don't love having to lay back this far, but I can get over it. Not that bad. The green. Oh, that pin's rough. I wasn't really paying attention. Oh, that pin's harsh. Oh, crap. Yeah, this green's huge. It's always going to be a 140-yard shot. Or whatever it is to the different parts of the green, right? Always, every single time. Unless you do something monumentally poor. Because even if you hit it into a bunker or rough, you're going to hit it to the end of the fairway. This green needs to be a bit smaller. I think the lighting's great. I think the idea behind this was really cool. I just don't know that it was executed as well as it could have been. And I think every hole that had a drive, i.e. a non-par 3, had a centerline hazard. I think every one of them did. And that's kind of my whole point about they're overused. But that had some potential to be really, really good. It just was kind of, I hate to say it, the way it was. Maybe Tan Man. What I saw was the 2 par 3s were both the same kind of hole. The 2 par 5s were both the same kind of hole. Just one was longer. And the par 5s I can't even remember. Par 4s I don't even really remember them. I think there's a lot there. I think there's definitely a very good a very good understanding of how to sculpt and how to create an environment, and I think there's a lot good there, and maybe that didn't come out, but the strategy of it was, I was just kind of like, eh. I could be burning out from having played so many courses too. That's entirely possible. I mean, I'm judging a contest too at the same time, so I'm playing a lot of courses. So that could be, but I don't know. Greens were a bit on the large side, I would say. Shade, given it's funny you say anything. I'm here, or you're here. Sorry, it's your course. I just, no, it's not that I don't need you. I think I'm maybe just been playing too much. I think something similar happened last design league. I got to where I got to the end and I was like, okay, finally I'm done, because there's just so many of them, which is great, by the way. it's great that we have so many people joining it. It's just a lot to go through all of them, that's all. Okay. Cool look from the view from here. The way that the trees are kind of framing everything. Okay. So we got like the pine tree vibe going on. There's my island green. Love it. I don't mind island greens as much as I might let on at times. Okay. So we got a forced layup here, basically. And I was afraid 3 would... I don't want to try to hit... I didn't want to try to hit a partial 3 wood because I'm just not confident in that. So 3 iron leaves me damn long way. Let's see. That ridge. Thought I put the wind down. Maybe I didn't. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Maddie. And I mean, as much as I try not to let emotions affect when I'm playing, I'm human. They will. It's one of the challenges of streaming, especially as much as I do, is that you see me whatever mood I happen to be in that at that time, right? So you're not always going to see me at my best. So yeah, that whole I didn't love the forced layup, especially the length that I was forced to. I wouldn't have minded it if I could have hit 3 wood. But yeah, it was just a little and what would have been like if we could have hit driver down the right and it was like a legitimate shot, but I wouldn't, because why would I? For 400-yard hole, you're not really gaining anything. No, I hit it in the week because you left it in bounds. That's why I did that, because that was fun. Yeah, I mean, I've hit it into more clubhouses and pools and hot tubs and clubhouses, and I friggin' made par off of in the Dam Society. I made par from the roof of the building behind, made a 17th green. So when I see something like that, I take it. Actually, that in that 36-hole stretch, I made 2 pars on that hole. One of them I ricocheted off of the building, missed the green with my chipped in, and the other one I was on the roof, pitched it over the green, chipped in. 2 no-putt pars with the building behind being utilized both times. Oh, this looks cool. Just from here, this looks cool. Why are you giving me a 3 wood? Oh. Dude. Entity on the roof. It was long grass. It goes heavy rough up there too. I was impressed. Oh man. I'm hitting driver. I don't care. Absolutely the wrong shot, but as long as I don't hit it in the water. There we go. Gotta bounce. The reason I hit driver was 3 wood wasn't exactly wide either. So I may as well take driver and at least give myself a chance to get there. And now I've got... I'm in between clubs, as always. But at least we'll be close. Yeah, okay, so I like that. I like what just happened there. And this green right here is everything that makes me dislike the tee shot. Because I would love you to be opening that tee shot up to having people going at this green in 2 and having the ball bouncing friggin' everywhere like it just did to me there. You've got so much, you've got natural protection around this green. That I don't think you need to pinch the drive. I think the green will protect itself, and I think you're going to create a much more interesting test by having people try to hit 3 woods and long irons and stuff into this. I really feel like that would work well. I would, and just as an overall thing for everybody, I would love to start seeing the driver not be pinched so much, but then make the green interesting. I just think it'd be more fun. Jesus Christ. And now the way the short game is, that's not an easy shot that I was left with. The way the tempo is, I mean, sorry. So, yeah. I would be begging the player to hit driver off that tee and try to take a run at this in 2. Now that pin's a bit harsh, but yeah, there's an awesome hole in there if you just open up the drive a little bit. Yeah, you just don't want me to hit driver, do you? I'm hitting driver. I'm sick of hitting 3-wood. Oh no, I'm hitting 3-wood, I mean. I'm hitting 3-wood. Okay. So this is where 3-wood would have ended up. Alright. Given that you've pinched the driver so much, I feel like this green's probably a little too small. Oh, I'm on the side of a hill too. And I'm into the wind. Lovely. Oh, don't tell me I've done it again where I've de-lofted it too much. Settle. Settle. Okay. The thing I like, though, is you haven't made it like a volcano falls off everywhere green. The green is playing a little bigger than maybe it looks because it's not running away forever. So that's well done. Oh, you're close, man. No, I agree, Nitro. Room for improvement, but there's something here. Interesting waypoint, but I don't know how that gets done. Okay. You've given us enough room here. Oh, that is a downslope, isn't it? Okay. This is not the right wind for this hole at all. Let's try this, but I gotta make sure I miss left. As I slow it right. Bugger. It ain't me, Trail Ducker. I think I have one more after this. I think Q's up next and then we're done. I think this hole's fine. It's on the difficult side with the green, but It's not like I was hitting 3-iron into it either. So it's not unreasonable to expect me to hit a better shot than what I hit. Okay. No, I think what I'm going to do, Q, is after I'm done that, I think I'm going to do, if Mayday's still here, well, some of you guys will know the answer. The next, or the Dam Society is putt-putt, isn't it? Mini golf? Okay. Centerline hazard. Not sure. Whoa, hang on. 304 leaves 205. 304 leaves 240. Okay. So this is much shorter, obviously. It's almost, yeah, we're going to try it. Yeah, we're going to hit the rough. I just feel overall this course has taken driver out of my hand many too many times, but I just, yeah. It's possible to create an interesting and or difficult golf course while letting the player still hit driver without making the course 7,900 yards. And I went right there because the 40-yard difference, I felt like if I was in the rough, I still might be able to get home. So the left side kind of, I get the idea behind it, but it doesn't quite have the intended result, I don't think. This sentence is false. Oh, yeah, that one is. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Scotty. You're absolutely right about that. Shade Buddy, you have got something there that with some tweaking and a bit of polish could be really, really good. And I'm going to take you back to your second hole. No, sorry, third hole. That third hole opened up a bit or a lot would be really fun. And I think you would see, I don't think you really see many bogeys, but you wouldn't see too many eagles, and you wouldn't see as many birdies as you think either. And I think it would just make it fun. I would, my suggestion for you would be, don't be afraid to let the player hit driver, especially now with the way the game is. And then try to make the second shots interesting. I think to me that plays more fun. Now that's my opinion based on how I play golf. Somebody else might completely disagree with me. Well, I know somebody else will disagree with me, but the majority might disagree with me on that. I don't know. But that's my opinion. All right, Q, we're going to wrap it up with you again. I feel like we did this last time. But yeah, there's something there, Jade. There's something there, for sure. And then I love when I do this. Oh, no. Q. It's Q. No problem, man. Oh, hang on. Q's got his excuses out already. Love it. I've literally never made a flat course. This bunker styler used rocks a lot in the design and went out as... Oh, okay. So you went out of your comfort zone? Good. Maddie's job is done. Weird. Okay. Five. I'm just gonna hit it down here. I feel like I'm missing an angle somewhere, but yeah, that's right. Searching for Easter eggs. Oh, 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 no, no, no. Damn. That's a hell of a clubhouse you got there, Q. Okay. The damn central hazard got me again. Yeah, I'm liking these. Are you serious? That pot's really nice. Like that. This one can get bent because, you know, the rough around it screwed me, but it's interesting what you're doing here. Oh my god. Okay. Oh. 217 from here. 198 from there. Hmm. What's interesting about this is given that the game has changed and driver's a lot harder to hit now, you could hit 3-wood into here because you're not getting that much more. A lot of the shots are for extreme wins. Okay. But you could hit 3-wood here, understanding that your angle's not going to be quite as good, but if you're not feeling confident in the driver. Okay. So this is just going to be a long par 4 no matter what you do, which is fine. See if I can hit a bullet at this. Yeah. Okay. So that's that. This is a big difference right here, between a guy who designs courses in the World Cup and some other people that don't. He's made a long hole and he's given tons of room for the ball to roll and some interest in how the ball's gonna roll. I might do the Dam Society Tan Man because it's mini golf and I could handle a bit of that right now. Yeah. Just subtle little things like that. These guys do so well. I mean, and that tee shot was a bit out there for Q, to be honest. I bet you do. It probably will be. And then we get this guy. So we have to carry it to kind of 210-ish to get over the bunker, and then we have room for the ball to run on. It's gonna run on. I mean, we do know Q loves his ground game too, so it shouldn't be a surprise. But again, long hole, but we can land short. We can run up. We're not getting sent off to Narnia on some massive slope. There's helping slopes. There's probably a helping slope. It's just, there's more. What I'm seeing from a designer like Q versus a designer that's maybe not quite at that same level is for Q and Mayday and Maddie and Jack and so on, and Matt and the other Matt and that other Matt, the ground doesn't always hurt. The ground can help too. So you can use the ground to help you. It can hurt you though if you don't use it right. Whereas I find a lot of people are making it's the ground's always hurting you. You were gonna say raid Ben? He'll be on still. Oh, drive before. We had best think about this one though, because the ground hurts us if we go long here. I want no part of being over this green. What about being way over here? He's one viewer? Oh, wow. Yeah, he's probably just getting going. Okay, it's not the length I wanted. Shoot. But I mean, I hate how it does that. 5% means I'm like 30 feet short. But that's a great way to make a 290 some odd yard hole a layup. Because you go over the back, you're dead and you know it. Yeah, let the ball roll, McTrees, for sure. And then we got a shortish hole. We don't have as much ground game. We shouldn't. We're hitting a 9-iron. We hit it too far. And we're punished a bit for it. Because we're expected to hit a 9-iron closer than 30 feet. Yeah, Ben doesn't struggle for viewers, Trail Ducker, and another thing I'll let you know is I don't think he's that bothered about how many viewers he has either. Because he hasn't signed the affiliate stuff, I don't think. All right, I see what you're saying here, Q, with extreme wind, because downwind you could just go sailing over all this stuff. Yeah, I thought I remember him saying that he hadn't. So yeah, downwind you can get there. We'll try it. I mean, I could also see him if he got to the point where he was eligible for YouTube partner. It's not a guarantee he would do that either. Not a guarantee he'd monetize his videos. Yeah, so this hole had options. Always had an option. The second shot was a little bit boring. But Oh, Ben's an affiliate now? Good. He does. I mean, he deserves to get something for what he's done, how much he's given to the community. But I mean, it's his choice, so it's not like they weren't letting him. He just hadn't. He chose not to. Now he's chosen to do it. Okay, we're done. That's all of them.